How do you get a business loan for a brand new business? Well, I'm about to teach you right now. Actually, there's 4 different ways that open up a lot of different funding options for you that even if you're just launching your business today, will help you get a business loan, a credit line, even business credit cards. And during this training, I'm going to map out these 4 different avenues to be able to get the money that you need. So if you're just launching your business, you're able to get from $5,000 upwards to hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to launch that business. And if you stick around to the end, I'm even going to get you access to my killer guide with 27 ways to be able to fund your business. We got a lot to cover, so let's dive in. So when we talk about getting money for a startup, a lot of business owners think that's not a possible thing. And the reason for that is because a lot of lenders out there are the wrong lenders and wrong funding programs for you to be applying for. So when you're trying to get money as a startup, you need to stay away from anything that is revenue based. This is revenue lending, merchant cash advances, term loans, SBA loans, even going into your bank. All of these avenues are going to require tax returns, balance sheets, P&Ls, bank statements verifying that you have revenue that you don't yet have. So what we're looking for as a startup is we're looking for basically no doc income. So anything that says no documentation, that's what we really want, because that means that we're not supplying any income documents to actually get approved. Now, there's 4 main paths. Actually, there's 5 paths I'm going to give you today to actually get money as a new business where you do not have to provide income documentation and the approvals are not based on you having revenue. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 is business credit. Now, business credit is one of the easiest forms of money to get. Any business can get it. If you set up a business and have an address and a phone number and an EIN and all the things that a basic starter business would have, then you're going to be able to build business credit. And here's the best part. Business credit will help your business fund itself. What I mean by that is just by building a business credit profile and score, that in itself makes you more lendable. Opens up the door for loans, for credit lines, and for other kind of funding as well. Plus, business credit, you're able to get $10,000 to $50,000 limit individual credit cards from Visa, MasterCard, Amex. You're even able to get them in almost every retail store, and you're able to start getting credit right away. Like you're able to get starter vendor credit right away, and you can get credit at like almost all major retailers within 60 days or less. If you want my step-by-step business credit building guide, you can grab it at creditsuite.com/EIN. Now, the second way to be able to set yourself up to get a business loan for your business is actually focusing on collateral or assets. Now, when we look at lending, this is the biggest category of funding that actually exists. There's more types of loans available for you in this category than any other category of business funding, and here's why. The reason is because there's so many different types of assets that can be served up as collateral. Now, what's nice is if you have any of these assets, that asset alone can get you approved. You don't have any income verification. And a lot of times there's not even a credit check. The lenders don't even care about credit. They don't care about cash flow. They just care about the asset that you're pledging as collateral. So what kind of assets may you have that can work? Well, what assets do you have? What things do you have that are worth money? Stocks, bonds, 401ks, IRAs. You can borrow as much as 90 or 100% of those and get interest rates as low as 5% on loans and credit lines. You're able to use things like cryptocurrency, where you're able to borrow as much as 50% of the value of cryptocurrency and still keep it invested like where it is now. You're also able to use real estate, use vehicles as well to be able to qualify. Now, once you have a business, even if it's not generating revenue, then you can use IP, trademarks, licenses, business professional licenses, customer lists. Again, so many things, even commodities can actually qualify for business funding. So the question becomes, what assets do you have or someone around you that has that they're willing to pledge and let you use? If you have any kind of asset, it opens up really low interest financing where cash flow and credit don't even factor in to your ability to get approved. Now, that is 1 and 2 ways to be able to get loans as a brand new business. Let's dive into path number 3. Now, path number 3, we're going to venture off the debt course a little. So far we've talked about debt. Debt is loans, it's credit lines, it's credit cards. But now let's talk a little bit about equity. Equity, where you don't have to pay somebody back. You're just bringing in a partner and giving them some kind of stock or ownership interest in the business. Now, as a new business, we're going to focus on what's called angel investing. And angel investing is where we can raise $5, $10, $50,000, $100,000 from individuals that will then give us that money to launch the business. They can function as mentors, partners of us, and have minority interest in the business. Now, Angel Investor Network is one of the best places to go to look for angel investors. You really want to focus on these kind of networks where you can go online and find a lot of angels in one place. Now, as your business gets bigger, we can look at venture capital, another kind of equity financing. But as a startup, as a new business, we really want to focus on angel investing. Now, keep in mind, there's two types of angels: affiliated angels, people you know; unaffiliated angels, people you don't know. A lot of the unaffiliated angels want to see that some people around you like your concept enough to invest as well. So you might want to start reaching out to people and giving them an opportunity to invest in the business and get a return in the circle that you know. And that will make it easier to attract this other group of unaffiliated angels as well. Now, yet another path, and that's 3 fantastic paths to be able to get business loans. Again, even when you don't have any revenue, even when you are just starting your business. But yet another path is to actually look at personal credit. Now, not your personal credit, but we can actually even look at your personal credit or that of somebody else's. And there's a great program out there called Credit Line Hybrid that can actually help you get this done. So with Credit Line Hybrid, you're actually focusing on your credit or somebody else's credit and can get up to $150,000 in financing, no doc, no revenue, 0% interest rates for about 18 months. So this is the best and highest approval amounts I've seen. Now, it's not a loan. These are more like credit lines and credit cards, kind of a combination of both, because you can take cash out 0%. You get the 0% benefit of credit cards, the cash out capability of credit lines. You combine them, very powerful strategy, and you can get up to $150,000 in funding, or about 5 times the amount of your highest credit limit account you have now. Now, keep in mind, even if your credit's not 680 or higher to be able to qualify, then you're still able to tap into somebody else's credit and use their credit to be able to qualify as well. So that gives you another powerful method to be able to get business loans and financing even as a startup. So business credit, great way for your business to fund itself. More money than you'll probably need to be able to fund your business, even if you don't look at any other kind of option, right? Then we start talking about collateral-based funding, funding that's actually looking at the collateral or the assets of the business as well. Then we start looking at angel investing, right? Angel investing provides this phenomenal way to be able to get the money that you actually need to be able to grow your business. And then on top of that, then we're actually looking at other kind of financing that is based on credit, right? We're taking a look at your credit, or another path, that 5th option, is using somebody else's credit, somebody else's assets to be able to qualify. And keep that in mind. This 5th avenue that I've talked about is giving you the opportunity to use somebody else's credit to qualify, or somebody else's assets to qualify. So you might have all kinds of people around you that believe in you and want to invest in your business, but they don't have the cash or want to invest the cash. Well, by using their stocks, their bonds, where they can still keep them invested and get a return, they're just double leveraging to help you, or even their credit. Well, this is an opportunity for them to earn interest, earn a rate of return, and make it easier for you to tap into your network to be able to get the funding you need. Look, we just talked about 5 different avenues, but you have to keep in mind there's a lot of different ways that you can actually get money for your business, even as a brand new business. So to get access to 27 killer ways to fund your business, go to creditsuite.com/27. creditsuite.com/27 ways. That's creditsuite.com/2, 7 ways, and grab our free guide on 27 killer ways to be able to fund your business. There you have it. There's 5 different paths to be able to get funding, even as a brand new startup. If you got value from this training, smash that like button and subscribe, and keep your eye out for our next training where we talk about more cool ways to get the money you need to start and grow your business.